So, yes, James sadly finds out that he was responsible for the death of his wife, which we do not find out in the dog ending. But he does find out, and so he decides the only solution is to lake himself. So this is going to be fun because this is more or less, well, it is a full run of the game. Technically, the leave ending is the fastest ending to get for a speedrun. The problem is, as we will see, there are a few things that you have to do differently during your gameplay to get the lake ending to trigger properly. So we're going to make sure we do all the things to make sure that this man winds up in the lake. The main thing is keeping him at low health, which is not a problem. Where James is going, he does not need healing. He does not need health. There is a journal we can read on the roof of the hospital, so we're going to try to remember that. And then there is a very, very, very sad hallway that we have to listen to. We will examine the knife many times, and we will also listen to a recording that I like to call James paging Dr. James, because it's James arguing with the doctor about how he should be able to keep his dying wife alive, and I think the doctor sounds like James. It's not James, but I think it sounds like, why get a separate voice actor if it's going to be somebody that sounds like exactly like your voice actor? I don't know. So it's James paging Dr. James. That's what we call it. There's Angela looking for her mama still. Meow. My favorite mew in the game. And we must not forget the chainsaw so that we can get ourselves out of the well. Meow. And there's one of many white vans. Back at it again with the white vans. I believe there's some fan theories that that's Eddie's white van. But then it's like, yeah, how come he's got white vans all over town? Nobody knows. Crunch, crunch. This is kind of like a boring part of the run when you play this game, you know, a dozen times a day. But when you play this game for the very first time, I think that this part is really neat because it kind of like really makes it sink into you how far you're going and how you're not going back. Like, this game does a really good job of making you feel like you're the only way out is through. Like, you're not going back. He even says, there's no reason to go back. I'm going to look for Mary. You run way out of your way into town, into the fog, and then especially once you get to the historical society in prison, you're just constantly falling down holes and going further and further into the abyss, and it's like, he's not getting out of this. Which is another reason why I think the lake ending is suitable, because I don't think James leaves Silent Hill. I don't think he goes home. The other endings are leave, which is interesting because a lot of times when I watch people play this for the first time, they get leave as their first ending and they go, oh, I got the good ending on the first try. And I'm like, I don't think you understood what just happened to you. The leave ending basically is similar to the ending we're about to get, but he decides instead of laking himself that he can move on, and he leaves Silent Hill, and he leaves Silent Hill with the little girl Laura. There's another ending you can get where James leaves Silent Hill with Maria, but as they're leaving, Maria starts coughing, which was how Mary, James's dead wife, first started showing signs of her damn disease that wound up killing her. So it basically gives you the foreshadowing that, he's just going to wind up back here again because his new hot alive wife is soon going to be a dead wife. And then there is the rebirth ending, in which you necromance your dead wife, which is also very, very fun. That's probably my favorite, other than the in-water ending and the dog ending. Dog ending is one of the fun endings that we just saw, and then there's also a UFO ending in this game as well. Future Dead Wives Club. Exactly. We're all just future dead wives. So we got the apartment key, back to the apartments. past Big J's. Questionable. The fun thing about the Rebirth ending is that in order to necromance your dead wife, you only need 4 things. The first thing that you obtain is called the White Chrism, which is a little vial of cloudy white fluid. They don't tell you what it is, except that it's a chrism, so that's fun. And then you get 2 books, Necromancy for Idiots, Part 1 and 2. He reads approximately 4 pages of each of those books, and then you get a goblet at the Historical Society, and that's all you need, apparently, to become a Master Necromancer. This part was also really cool in the first playthrough when you find the room with, like, Maria's outfit, because, like, when you're playing the game, of course you're going to examine your inventory, and one of the things you have in your inventory is a picture of Mary, and it says, like, a picture of Mary from, like, before she was sick or when she was still well or whatever it says. And so you're going to look at it, because before you get to the apartments, you're going to get lost in town a bunch. And so there's already been multiple times that you've been digging through your inventory and trying to figure out what the hell you're supposed to do before you finally stumble across the apartment keys and then finally stumble across the apartments. So by the time you make it to the apartments, you've, like, looked at that picture of your wife a bunch of times, and it is instantly recognizable to you that that mannequin is wearing your dead wife's outfit. Such a cool moment. James is also wearing the jacket that is in Jacob's Ladder. Mary and Laura are wearing outfits from characters from the movie Con Air. And Maria is dressed like Christina Aguilera from Teen Choice Awards, I believe 1998? Oh, it'll never be that way, James. It's always going to be this way.
While we new me around, we've got a very quick £5 anonymous donation that says, "Pizza? Could you really be in this town?" Thank you so much. Exclamation mark charity in chat if you'd like to contribute.
Pizza. Could you really be in this town? And just like that, it's clock time. Everybody get ready for clock time. I can't read, so I always have chat help me. Alright. Oh, that's... that 701? I don't know if I'm familiar with that clock. I'm glad I read the clock face. Alright, we got frame 31. Ooh, position 1, Arsonist. Let's go. So, the Arsonist position is fun because that's the room with all the nooses. You're supposed to find which one is the Arsonist, and you pull that noose, and then that unlocks the key in the other room. Position 1 is obviously the best one to get because it's the closest to the door. I'm not good enough at running this yet that it matters, but it's still neat to be like, ooh, position 1 Arsonist. Also, position 1 Arsonist is most likely, I think, to get the Whispers in the Whispers room. And I really like when we get Whispers because I think James deserves it because I bet it would really, like, creep him out. And he deserves to get the spooks. On account of the dead wifing. The unaliving his wife. Oh my god. Whoop. So that's a neat thing. That scene when you're in that room in the closet. So in the original version of the game and the base PC port without the enhanced edition mod added to it, after the cutscene there, James is already out of the closet. The enhanced team changed it so that you're still in the closet and you're actually, like, looking at the key. That is something that I think messes up so many people on their first playthrough of this game because you don't realize that there is a key inside the closet and you will run around trying to open every single door in this apartment building so many times before you finally make it back in there and go, I wonder if anything's in the closet, and then you finally find the key. It's so frustrating. So I have mixed opinions about, like, some of the changes like that the enhanced edition makes, but also I think that that's, like, the most beginner friendly version of the game, and that's, like, always what I suggest for people to play the first time. So I appreciate it for that, but it does kind of take some of the I guess, fun, so to speak, out of trying to figure this game out for the first time. Silent Hill games, to say the least, are not intuitive games. You kind of have to just try touching everything and opening every door over and over and over again until something works. I think this game took at least a week for me and my boyfriend to beat at the time. We bought this game the day it came out, because we're nerds, and I'm very old. Nice. Nice, James. Let's go. And that was that stumble cancel that I usually mess up. We did good both times today. And this is, I think, the worst door in the game. He does not like to come through that door. There's a puking Eddie in there. It's disgusting. We don't need to look at it. And time to get the trash coin. Make this man dig through the trash. There's a fun part of the game that you skip because you don't need to do it in the speedrun, but where James likes to like put his hand down a toilet to find a wallet. And then he doesn't wash his hands this entire time. He's disgusting. Vile man. He's a foul creature, this man. And Landlord Special Part 2. There's that toilet. Oh. Which is also neat because in Silent Hill 3, you find a toilet and it asks if Heather wants to reach in it, and she'll like look at the camera and be like, who would ever do something that's so disgusting? This guy. This is the guy. Who would do something vile and disgusting? James Sunderland. That's who. Sorry, Angela. Gotta go. So now we have the knife, and we'll be spamming looking at the knife when we get to the hotel. You can do it anytime. I think the idea is obviously that you do it like periodically throughout the game. Like you just, nope, you don't need to look at it. You need to use it. But I think the idea is like you'll just periodically be looking at things in your inventory, and the more you look at your knife, the more it thinks that you want to unalive yourself, and therefore he drives himself into the lake. Oh yeah, Pamps, that's a good point. I think you're right. Although I remember, I guess it must have happened when I had it on PS2, because I first played 3 on PC because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time when it came out, and I bought that game like the day it came out as well. So the first time I ever played Silent Hill 3 was on my laptop. But I did buy myself a PS2 with Silent Hill 2 and 3 later, so it must have been then. And you can see, this is an example of him being squirrely in the Whispers room. Alright. And the stab, and run away. And then normally this is, in the run, this is like where you would take the time to look up your RNG that you got. I did it right at the clock just because I didn't want to forget the time, since this is, you know, a marathon run, and I can't just be like, oops, reset. We forgot the clock. Look at him go. But yeah, you gotta be real careful when you walk up to these stairs, because if he's close enough, he'll get you. He's a real pyramid head. He'll get you.
While we wait for Pyramid Head, I just want to remind chat that we are only 21 pound away from 700 pound for the fundraiser.
That's not a lot of pounds. But this man's got a lot of pounds of trauma, tell you that. And it's almost hot, alive doppelganger wife time. Maria is my favorite character in this game. I think maybe my favorite character in any of the Silent Hill games, other than Heather. Heather's wonderful. She is literally just here to torment this man. Her entire purpose is to make him feel uncomfortable. And I appreciate her for that. Bless Maria. Wonderful, wonderful. Top tier doppelganger. And we don't have to get the dog key this time, because we're not seeing the dog. So we're just gonna go. Maria can die, and if she dies, you lose. I feel like everyone who's ever played this has probably tried shooting Maria to see what happens and been like, oh. Like, obviously, that's what happens. Although it is interesting, because, like, I don't know, she ain't real, so, I don't know. I guess James thinks if you shoot Maria pretend wife, then you shoot Maria real wife, I guess. But she hates bowling. One of the theories why she won't come in here is that she doesn't actually hate bowling. It's that she's not real, but Eddie and Laura are real. Nope. And that maybe she just doesn't come in because they wouldn't be able to see her. I have heard people theorize. Or maybe she just hates bowling. Who knows? She's not dressed for it, at any rate. And we're coming down behind this way because this is where we saw Laura run. And we are very concerned about catching Laura because Laura told us we didn't love Mary anyways. And we go, how do you know her name? So she stomped on her hand and kicked a key away, and then she told us that we didn't love Mary anyways. And now we gotta figure out why this little girl knows who our dead wife is and why she's here. So we are chasing Laura into the hospital. Oh, no, that ain't it. Also, it's kind of creepy. Maria's always, like, already in the room when we enter the room. She's just always, like, in the corner waiting for us. One of the easy ways to lose time in a hospital is running into Maria over and over again, because she's always in your way when you leave the rooms. Oh, nope. I always forget. I gotta go back. If we don't get the needle now, we will forget, and then we'll have to backtrack. Pick it up. Pick it up. It's also really neat that the hospital in Silent Hill 3, I'm pretty sure, is, like, very similar, if not the same as this one. It's been a really long time since I played 3, as in, probably 2006, I think was the last time I played Silent Hill 3. I am very old. And the keypad, that's always the same code. And we have to abandon our Hot Alive wife before we kill her too. Them's the rules. Okay, and on the roof, we're gonna read a sad journal. Which is one of the triggers for the unaliving yourself ending. Something on foot. But some sort of a diary? We're not gonna, like, read it, though, because it's actually kind of sad. I don't want to, like, trigger anybody. We're already putting him in the lake. Since we're raising money for mental health, I don't know. We're already gonna listen to the saddest hallway of all time. But yeah, if you read the sad diary at the top of the roof, that is one of the things that helps trigger the in water ending. So we did that. Oh my gosh, not the needle, you dingus. Okay, and we've got 3164 and 7785. And it's just a box of hairs. And we got a key, because of course you can pull keys out of drains with a bent needle and some hair. And again, not gonna do the elevator skip. Do not want to soft lock the game for you. Oh, nope. Sometimes I like second guess which floor I'm on and where to go, and as soon as you turn any different way, the camera just goes so wonky there. Alright. You fart face. Get wrecked by the flesh lips. Alright, number 3. Where are you? You. James does not like to aim at anything. Oh my god, we weren't close enough. But yeah, he won't aim at anything. Anything at all. He'll be standing right in front of it, doesn't see it, can't aim at it. He'll just shoot his gun straight ahead at the wall, for no reason. He's never seen a hitbox, never heard of it. And then this is where we actually get the battery that we need for the bug room. And this time we're gonna try and do the skip right. So I'm gonna try and show you the bug room skip that I forgot last time. Like a noob. And hot alive wipe in the basement time. Let's go. James. Mary? Also, every time he sees Maria, like in the entire game, he thinks that she's Mary. And it pisses her off. Anyway. What do you mean, anyway? The name's Maria. But sadly, James is not known for having alive wives. And it was not meant to be. We'll be losing this new alive wife soon enough. Nope. I'm also... God, he never ever sees. He can't see anything ever. He's never seen a thing. I'm also the slowest menuer, probably out of everyone who's ever been a speedrunner before, so I apologize for that. Someday I'll get good. right? It's bound to happen. This hallway is so wonky and hard to learn, like, to make sure that he turns the right way and doesn't just, like, run into the walls. And I'm still very bad at it, but it's a tricky hallway. And when you're playing on beginner, at least Maria, like, can't get got by Pyramid Head back there. She'll get got by him up here, but you have to make sure that she makes it to the elevator so you can see her getting got close up, you know? We want this man to get as much trauma as he can fit in. Yeah, write it down on your map that you don't have, James. Because we've never been to these places before. Mustn't forget. We're going to the Historical Society. Oh my god, there goes Laura. We gotta find her. What does she know about Mary anyway? Maria's dead. If I keep losing my alive wives, they're not gonna give me any more. Oh, don't go in there. Sometimes it's hard to keep paying attention in, like, the long running sections of the game. And the worst thing is if you look away from the screen for like a split second, the camera in this game does... It's very fun when you're playing casually because the camera moves all over the place and it's very cinematic and it's very cool. But when you're trying to speedrun and you look away from this game for like 2 seconds, the camera could be anywhere and now you don't know which way you're going because everything's dark and it's such a mess. I still get lost sometimes. Because I cannot pay attention. Don't get got by the foot people. But you have to make sure you turn your light back on. Otherwise, he can't open the door. He's never seen a door unless he's got his light on. You can actually go inside that little camper there too, and if you've beaten the game on... there's hyper spray in there. I'm not sure if you just get the worst version of it from just beating the game, but you can get a really, really good one that kind of one-hit kills everyone if you beat the game on 10-star. The worst version that you can get, it doesn't do anything at all. It, like, barely stuns them, but it's kind of neat because it's a little spray can, and James will, like, shake it up and cover his mouth and his nose when he sprays them. But it does nothing at all. Absolutely useless unless you get the good one. 10-star on this game is really fun because you have to do, like, you have to pick up so many items. You also have to kill so many enemies, but you have to do so many as, like, basically like a melee kill, and then so many as a shooting kill. But that's where the fun comes into it, because the game doesn't register them properly. So you kind of have to know, like, which enemies count as what like type of kill. And I don't know too much about the 10-star run to know if it's, like, all of one type of enemy, or if it's literally, like, this enemy in this area, or this enemy in this spot. But 10-star runs are really, really fun to watch. I hope to learn someday. Someday. Alright, and usually about there is where I let go of the text storage, just to be safe. I know I don't need to hold on to it that long. But it's also nice because then the nurses don't spawn and they just don't sound very nice. They don't sound like they're having a good time, you know? Alright, it's almost time for Letter Wrench. We're gonna cut through the motel. And this run will be fun because we get to see the rest of the hotel. level, which is my favorite part of the game, actually. Really, everything from... I like Labyrinth on, but the hotel is, I think, the creepiest part of the game. And also the saddest. Also, the sound of him running on the carpeted floors in the hotel, 10 out of 10. Nice, cozy, sleepy time sounds. If you can find somebody running this game, like, in the middle of the night for you, ideal sleeping sounds. Very cozy. This way. I know you don't want to go the right way, James, but we gotta. Just gotta do it. The clock is ticking on your dead wife. Dead wives don't last forever. We gotta find her quick. Also, there's a neat trick. So James is very squirrely, as you can see. It is really hard to keep him going in a straight line. But if you sort of tap the camera, like the look button, it helps him move in a little bit of a straighter line. So people who are very skilled at this game are really good at knowing like the precise best lines to take to send him just going straight the right way. I don't, but we do our best. I'm an aggressively mediocre speedrunner. It's important to me to be able to know the run and to be able to perform all the tricks, but I don't think we're ever getting any world records, and that's okay. We're here for the friends. And for laking this man. This is my favorite way to play this game. I love putting him in the lake. I find it so satisfying. Cozy times at the horny prison. I'm really looking forward to going back and seeing chat. I can't read anything, everything's so little. But I appreciate everybody for being here. This is much less scary than I thought it would be. Because all the friends are here. God bless. And then you miss... Sometimes you just miss... You miss the bricks. Alright. Bug skip. Let's go. Let's really do it. We're gonna really do it this time. Quick save. Quick load. So we picked up the key. We quick save. We quick load. The key is there, but it's also in our pocket. And no bugs. GG. And that's how it's supposed to happen. Oh, mustn't forget the plate. So whenever you see Mary and Maria when they're dying of that damn disease, I call it spaghetti face, but this is the original spaghetti face. I used to call that spaghetti face, and then I started calling what happened to Mary and Maria spaghetti face. But that's the origin of spaghetti face. That's the real Silent Hill lore. Origins of spaghetti face. Oh, good pickup, James. Very nice. Too bad we can't, like, turn the right way out of that room. he just doesn't want to turn that way. So I kind of like got used to doing little like spirals with him, because whenever he wants to go the wrong way, if you jiggle the analog stick, it'll kind of straighten him out. So there's like some, not even just like doors that he goes through you have to do that too, but some rooms as he's coming out of, he just doesn't want to turn the right way. So I kind of just like dance him around, you know? You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my god. James is unbothered. I like how he just has like a smirk the entire time. Where am I going? This way. Totally unbothered by everything happening. Oblivious. Not a thought in his head. Except for Mary? But I got a letter from her. Let's see if he'll see this inbox. God bless. Let's go. MacGyver this door open, James. Into the hole. Past all the chillin' corpses. No worries left. Only dead. And just like this, it's quiet times in the Silent Hill elevator again. Can you believe it? Feels like we just got this man looking for his dead wife, and we're almost there. Killing a wife ain't no
Jan.
big deal. Yeah.
Well, we're having some quiet time. Is there anybody you'd like to thank?
I would like to thank all of my friends here. Silly Melancholy, Nugbones, Scratchbox, Pamst. I know I saw JJ was here, and Cat's Nine Tails. I think I saw Big Abe earlier. I think I saw maybe Other Goth was here. All of my friends. I am thankful for everyone who came to watch.
I also briefly saw Aaron.
Oh my god, Aaron! The world record Silent Hill speedrunner, Aaron. Well, God bless. Aaron taught me how to run this game. Not by choice, certainly. But I watched Aaron grind this game last year. It was actually what got me kind of hanging out on Twitch at all and running this game. So I learned by watching Aaron do this over and over and over again for months. And he likes to come into my stream sometimes and just say, LOL, why did you do that? LOL, why did you use those stairs? LOL, why are you doing that? And that's how I learn. Like right now, he'd be like, LOL, why are you doing that? I don't know, Aaron. Because I don't have any world records. All the friends. And So-So. And So-So. Electricity, do I see you? Oh my gosh, everything's so tiny, I can't read it. All the friends are here. It's so nice. Everybody here so we can collectively toss this man in the lake. As is our custom. But if anybody wants to see somebody who can do this properly, Aaron's the guy. World record in like almost every category, I think, on this game, except for Born from a Wish, which is like the Maria side story, which is trash, by the way. Oh, an Abby. I think I saw an Abby in here. Right. This guy. This guy here. First of all, James can't hit him sometimes, and then sometimes he just goes and sometimes he doesn't. And I learned a fun new thing. Sometimes he'll go, but he'll turn right around and come back at you and block your way anyways. And that's like a special kind of fun. Oh my god. But yes, I appreciate everybody here, especially because I know for a lot of you, you're not in the United States and it is very late for you, and I do appreciate everybody showing up so much. Very, very kind. Mustn't trigger the father. We do not want to see what's happening in the flesh room. With the tin can pistons in the walls. Trust me, you don't want to see it. Don't want to know what's in there. Don't want to see it. Think we got position 1? Yeah, we did. Fucking, can you do it? Okay. James is reluctant to interact with the noose and needs some coaxing sometimes. Just gotta tell him to think about it. And then sometimes I go the wrong way and I accidentally reopen the door to trigger the father, and then you have to fight him anyways. And it's the worst thing that ever happens. Alright. Show of hands. Who thinks a hot alive wife is still gonna be hot, alive, and ready to touch us? Too bad. Dead of the spaghetti face. Again. Every time. Ah. Into the forever hole. Nope. I always think that's going to be a cutscene because every other time you drop this man down a hole, it results in a cutscene of him being dramatic and like being on the floor and then standing up. So nearly every time I drop him down the forever hole, I think it's going to be a cutscene and I accidentally pause the game. Maybe someday we'll learn. Uh-oh. And this room is full of dead Jameses. You can't let him look at it. Yo! Best death sound in the game. Yo! Alright, let's go boat. Do better, James. To the light. I'm pretty sure the first time we ever played this when it came out, we were just lost on the lake forever. Because, like, if you don't know to turn to the right in that way, and you just start rowing, you can just row around for forever and ever. And eventually you'll come across the light, but you can get pretty good and lost. Also, fun fact, if you're playing this on hard, I think only on console, if you're playing this on hard, you actually have to use your analog sticks to row, and like the oars work independently. And I've never done it, so I can't say how it works or how bad it is, but it sounds awful. Also, fun fact, if you play this game on hard, James can bonk into the walls just like Harry does. Alright, it is almost time to get this man in the wall again. God willing. And then we have some fun things to do to trigger the in water ending. Alright. Be a good boy, James. Get in the wall. Get on in there, James. Oh, beautiful. Let's go. I don't know if I'm low enough. I don't want to soft walk the game. I might have been good, but I have soft walked by being too high up in the wall one too many times, and I gotta make sure. we must get him in the lake. Here we go. Alright. Not too bad still. And then you want to turn your light on. And you kind of, like, angle yourself towards, like, the end of that hallway and then just kind of go straight. And eventually, you'll see this. And I'm not super good at telling where I am at this point, but eventually you can loop him around and he'll make it. Make it into the hallway. Let's go. I'm getting a little better at that every day. I did not think I would ever be able to do it, so every time it happens, I'm so thrilled. Pick it up, pick it up. But that is not an easy out of bounds to do. Like, it is, I mean, I guess it is. Like, once you know how to do it, it's, I guess, not hard, but it is hard to do consistently. Nope. Oh, gosh. Now we get to see the final boss stairs. I'm so bad at final boss stairs. There's a way to do it. So, the old strat was to put the game into 2D controls before you go on the stairs. And you can strafe up them, which works pretty good, but it loses you time having to switch between the control options. So the good strat is that you just learn how to get up the stairs without him getting stuck on them, which requires you to go up them at, like, I think a perfect, like, 45-degree angle. I cannot do it, so he's gonna get stuck on the steps, and you're just gonna have to see it. That's just how it goes. Go around the corner, open the door, and back to fish key briefcase that this man calls a bag, but okay. Yes, good, let's go. Time to get spooked by an abstract daddy. Also, I don't think we've gotten at either one of these runs, but there's another bit of RNG that can happen in that hallway where you can hear somebody crying, and it's really sad. Where's the key? Where are you? Did I not pick up the key out of the briefcase after I opened it? Well, back to the room. Am I right? Did I miss the key? Oh, the sobs! At least we heard the sobs. I do that sometimes with the coin puzzle, but... No! Where's the key, then? In my inventory, no doubt. I guess I just didn't... Am I crazy? Oh, it's not a key, it's the briefcase puzzle. We already used the key for that box. I'm sorry. It's the briefcase. Oh, no, and now he's gonna get us for sure. Go, James. Go, 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 go. Go. Go, 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 go. Oh, thank God. At least he didn't get us. Okay. Dose. And this is why I am always on world record pace. Big brain. Okay, now... Oh, he's probably gonna get us now. He's gonna be in the way. Oh, good, he restarted at the top of the hall. God bless. Okay. So now, we're gonna do the puzzle. Then we're gonna listen to... Well, we're gonna go see the tape that tells us what happened to Mary. I always try to use the key on that briefcase, too. Like, even in normal runs, I'll open my inventory. God, yes. No, yes. I'll open my inventory and be like, where's the key? It's not a key. It's not ever gonna be a key. But as this game is essentially a key collector simulator, I guess it makes sense that I think that. Alright. The rumor come out. Does Mary is dead? Alright, and this is where you see the very sad videotape where James learns what happened to Mary. Spoiler. He smothered her to death with a pillow. It was not, in fact, that damn disease. Alright, and then we're gonna go down this way. This is also the room that you get one of his Necromancy for Idiots books, which is right there. But we're gonna listen to James paging Dr. James.
Mary's going to die? You must be joking.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Please.
How can you just
down.
let her die of
As
a
your
terminal
doctor,
illness?
I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
Alright. And now... it's magic door time. And we're out. This hallway is so confusing if you don't know which doors to go in. I really like watching people get lost on their first playthrough. And down into... he hates that hitbox. Into the basement, where this man belongs. The flooded basement. And we're back in the Canbo room. Oh. And it's Angela, and she asks us for the knife back, but James is such a nice guy. He doesn't want her to hurt herself with the knife, so he lets her just walk upstairs and presumably get burned alive, I guess? Like a nice guy? Okay, now we're gonna look at the knife. Looking at the knife, examine, is another way that supposedly helps you get the in water ending. There are various theories of how many times you have to do it, but I really want to make sure that we like him. So we're gonna do it a bunch of times. And then, so this is the letter. If you read it at the beginning of the game, it has the letter, like half of the letter. If you read it later, it has the paper inside, but it's blank. And at the end of the game, there's nothing in the envelope. Because it's not real. The letter is real. Mary does write him a letter, and you get to hear it at the end of the game. It's very sad. But the letter that he thinks that he has from her, obviously she didn't send him 3 years later. And he only remembers the very, like, opening of the letter. He does not remember, like, most of the letter. Alright. What do we have here? Oh my god. Uh-oh.
Stop! Leave her alone!
It's 2 pyramid heads.
Hell alone!
This is the best scream. Uh-oh. Hot alive wife? Dead wife. Sad James. Now we're gonna give him the double smooch. I hope. Sometimes you gotta give him 3. Sometimes he's very greedy. He's gonna be greedy. Okay, and then you want to unequip, because if you don't, he's gonna try and like shoot them when you try and get the eggs. And all we need from these guys is the eggs. That's all we need. Alright. Egg time. Get ready for the most satisfying plop you're ever gonna hear. Plop. Egg time. Plop. Alright, everybody get ready for the sad hallway, because we have to listen to it just to make sure. You don't have to do all of these things to get in water,
Mary?
But
What
if
do you-
the more you do, the more
James.
likely it is. So we're gonna
I,
listen to this whole hallway.
brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any
Want
damn
any
flowers.
damn flowers.
Just go
Just
home.
go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs,
Feels Sag.
I'm a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back,
Sorry, Nugbones. Oh, god damn it.
James.
I
Wait.
still hope we get it. I think we did all the other things. I didn't mean to hit that button. That's okay. We missed the saddest part. I'm so sorry if he doesn't like now. I think he will. I hope he will. She just gets real sad and she says, "Tell me I'm not gonna die. Tell me I'll be okay." She would not be okay. Yeah, sorry. I tapped the button. I didn't know. Yeah, those are the worst stairs in the game. So here's to hoping. Please send me to the lake, dead wife. Send me to the lake, please. Alright, moment of truth. Is it a laking? I think it's a laking. I think we're good. So the leave ending also starts off like this. Except she tells him basically it's okay to go.
Mary?
And this one she tells him he doesn't need to suffer anymore.
James.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not the whole truth. You also said that you didn't want to die. The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
You killed me, and you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Let's go. Into the lake with him.
Mary?
James.
It's that damn disease. Oh. Also, everyone needs to know Scratchbox is the one responsible for this wonderful, wonderful emote to Lucas Steer. What a gift. What a gift. The spaghetti. Oh no. That's a dead wife.
Well, Jan, as we get ready to lake this man, is there anywhere we can find you?
You can find me on Twitch at eldergoth_. We do this every night with your son. Nearly every night. I speedrun this, and I am learning Silent Hill 1. I
Now
intend to learn 3.
understand the real reason I came to this
Uh-oh.
town.
It's time.
I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing. Now we can be together.
And if we need to cut for time, we can not listen to the
In my
letter, or we
restless
can listen to the
dreams,
letter. It's up to
I see that
whoever's in
town.
charge here, Big Scared. But yeah, all my socials are on my
Silent
Twitch if you want to find me anywhere else. I'm basically Eldergoth underscore
You
everywhere.
promised you'd take me there again someday.
Thank you so much, Eldergoth. We are gonna
But you
transition to
never
an
did.
intermission now, and when we're gonna have Silent Hill 4 run by
I'm
Garland.
alone there now. In our special place.